What's going on, people? TroopzTV back again. Finally, fucking finally, blood. The international window has fucked off. We can close that door and we can open a proper door now. And Premier League football is back again. Come on, G. Man, know what time it is. Weekend fixture preview time. Obviously, this video is sponsored by BetBall. Yet again, big up BetBall. You lot make sure you hit the link in the description. A lot of my videos are going to be sponsored by BetBall coming up. So if I don't say hit the link in the description, just automatically hit that link in the description, innit? Team Troops and all that. But it is weekend fixture preview time. So let's get straight into this one. Obviously, the biggest game of the weekend goes down at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea entertain Man United. And I think this is the first time that Sarri will be going up against Mourinho. And obviously, Mourinho's had a hard run of things at the moment. He's had a bad run of form. Yeah, they got a win in their last game against Newcastle, but let's be real, they were 2-0 down after 10 minutes. It could have been worse. I personally don't think it was Mourinho that won that game. I think it was the players. I think the players just looked at themselves and thought, what the fuck are we dealing with? Like, I think we need to put up performances for the fans. But Mourinho's last two visits to Chelsea haven't been that good, have they? I mean, he lost 4-0 in his first one. He lost 1-0 last year, and this year I can see it going the same way. Like, I can see him going there and holding a loss. I don't know what's going on with Man United, you get me? Actually, I do know. It's Mourinho's first season, isn't it? We all know what happens, and I can see a big beat down coming again. Obviously, Chelsea on a great run of form. They battered Southampton before the international break 3-0. Barkley got his first goal for the club. Morata and Hazard again. Hazard's on fire. At the moment, you have to be real. He's probably the best player in the league. And he is one of the best players in the world, you understand? And he's starting to show it. It's just, with Hazard, he needs consistency in his game. It's not 1 year you're on it, 1 year you're off it. You need to be on it every year, innit? You understand? Fuck the manager. Play your game, innit? But I do think Chelsea are going to batter them. Obviously, it's 12:30 kickoff. Saturday, first game of the weekend. And I'm going for a 3-1 Chelsea in this one, man. I can see United holding hella corn. And I think there's more beatdowns to come still. Man United fans, strap out your seatbelts, boy. Gotta be real. Then we go to the 3 p.m. kickoffs. We're going to start with the London derby. West Ham against Tottenham. Now, after West Ham, great performance, beating United 3-1, literally played them off the park. They go to Brighton and lose, you understand? But it's not even that bad a loss because Brighton have been cornering everyone, blood, you understand? Everyone that's been going down there's been getting beat down. They performed well against the big teams. They got unlucky away from home against Liverpool. Obviously, they beat United. They got unlucky against Tottenham at home as well when they lost that one. But Tottenham coming off a win, a 1-0 win against Cardiff at Wembley. Obviously, they still don't have their stadium. But before that game, they got battered in the Champions League. It was good for them to bounce back. You understand? They was on a bad run of form, but they got themselves a win. But in this game, I don't think they will get the win. I think it will be a draw. I'm going for a 2-2 in this one. Newcastle versus Brighton. Now, this is a big game for Newcastle. Yet to have a win. I think they got 2 points on the board. Obviously, being 2-0 up at United last weekend in the first 10 minutes, their fans must have been loving it in the away end. And then to capitulate the way they did, it's just summed up Liverpool. It's just summed up Newcastle's whole season this year. They've been terrible. I feel sorry for Rafa. I feel sorry for the Geordies. They got a great fan base, but you man are in a serious relegation battle this year, blood. Your opponent's Brighton, though. Them man are flying high, fam. The Seagulls, literally flying high, blood. You understand? Shitting on everyone. Like, Brighton are loving life, blood. Even though, you get me, they lost to Tottenham a few weeks ago. They bounced back to form, blood. Beat West Ham, which was a difficult game. But in this game, like, football's mad, innit? You understand? Newcastle need a win. I think the international break came at the right time for them. And I honestly do think they're going to get it. I think they will get their first win of the season. I'm going for a 2-1 Newcastle. Then we move to another derby, the South Coast derby. Bournemouth against Southampton. Now, Bournemouth, before the international break, they went to Watford and they battered Watford. Like, gave Watford 4 with no reply. And for them to go to Watford and win 4-0 is an amazing performance, man. You understand? We've seen what Watford have been dealing with this year. But to go down there and get that kind of victory, blood, unbelievable from Bournemouth. And Bournemouth have been doing really well this year. And their opponent, Southampton, they've been getting smoked everywhere, blood. Obviously, they're coming off a 3-0 defeat at home to Chelsea. And I can see another beatdown here, blood. Well, not a beatdown, but I can see Bournemouth getting the win. I'm going for a 2-0 Bournemouth in this one. Southampton, you man are going down in my opinion. And then we have a big relegation battle game, which goes down in Wales, down in the Valley. Cardiff entertain Fulham. Now, Cardiff, obviously, they lost 1-0 away to Tottenham last weekend. They got a man sent off. I think he's suspended for this game. I think his name's Rails or Rouse or something. Not sure how you pronounce it. But Cardiff, I think you man have gone already. You understand? There's two teams that I think have literally gone already, and that's Cardiff and Huddersfield. We'll get on to Huddersfield in a minute. But Cardiff, I can't see you doing anything this season. I'm sorry, you haven't spent no money. All you have is a fan base, blood. You have a great fan base, great stadium. It's rocking, but that's all you got, blood, because you ain't got no players on the pitch doing fuck all, fam. You understand? I have to be real. Fulham, obviously, we battered them last weekend. Shout out my brother Jack. Shout out Sessegnon and them, man. Shout out Kaney. Shout out Big Sessegnon as well. Big bro Sessegnon. Showing man hella love. Sorry, my team couldn't show you love, you understand? We had to go do what we had to do. Played you off the park, 5-1. Fulham, I think you will stay up, and I think you will get a point in this game. I'm going for a 1-1 in this one. Wolves against Watford. Now, obviously, Wolves have been smacking out the place. Everyone knows how I feel about Wolves. They are a great team. Their manager's got them playing some serious football. They made some great signings, and they got no fear factor. And whoever they play, they just play their game. They don't care who they're playing. They play their style of football, and you have to rate that, you understand? Obviously, they play Watford. Now, Watford are going to want to bounce back from that 4-0 battering, you understand? But I think they will bounce back, I'm not going to lie. But I do believe that it will be a draw. I don't think Wolves will get the win in this one. Wolves been on a great run of form, but I think the international break came at the wrong time for them. Obviously, they beat Palace away from home in their last game. That's a great victory. We already know that Watford got smoked by Bournemouth. But I'm going for a draw in this one. Still, I'm going for a 2-2 in this one. Then we move to the champions, Man City. Obviously, they entertained Burnley. Now, City went away to Liverpool last weekend and got a 0-0 draw. When you look at it firstly, you think to yourself, all right, cool. Big game. You're going away from home. You've not dropped points and you keep it moving. But when you get a penalty, fam, in the 84th minute, yeah, and you miss how Mahrez missed, blood, then you have to just take the L, fam. Shout out my brother Specs. It's an L, fam. You understand? It's an L, blood. That was like a loss for you, man, last week because you had the 3 points in the bag. You would have put a little lead on Liverpool. Obviously, Liverpool been on a bad run of form at the moment. That could have like had an effect on them going forward. But Mahrez bottled it, blood. He literally sent the ball to Manny, fam. You understand? These man were playing in Liverpool and the ball went straight to Manny, fam. You understand? That ball never needed no tom-tom, blood. No satellite, whatever you call it, signal, blood. You understand? No sat-nav, blood. The team just went pow, direct to the spot. You understand? And apparently Pep picked him as the penalty taker, but you know Pep was gonna come out and hot up his thing, innit? He never picked him because him and Jesus were arguing, and you know Mahrez got a bollocking when he went in there. But obviously they played Burnley in this game. Obviously Burnley, bit of a poor result for them in their last game. 1-1 at home to Huddersfield. You would expect Burnley to get the win as well, seeing as they have picked up a bit of form since they got kicked out of the Europa League. But I think they're going to hold a beating in this one, you understand? I think City are going to want to bounce back. They're going to be pumped up, fired up. And I'm going for a 3-0 City in this one. Then we go to the 5:30 kickoff on Saturday, which is Huddersfield against Liverpool. Now, for Huddersfield, it was a great point for them going away and getting that point at Burnley. Great point for them, but I do believe that you man are fucked. I think you man are gone as well, you understand? Have to be real with it. Liverpool, obviously, they'll feel like they got away with a little bit of luck last weekend. It was a penalty, you have to be real. Van Dijk took out Sarri. It was a clear penalty. But Liverpool never really committed in that game. Like, when you watch the previous Liverpool City games, especially like second half of last season, so like the game at Anfield in the league and the 2 Champions League games, Liverpool went for their neck, you understand? And City couldn't handle it. I don't know if Klopp's men were tired and he was trying to keep them fit and not burn them out, but that wasn't the Liverpool that we've seen in the last recent years. Understand? They let City have the ball at the back. There was no press. Like, the movement that you normally see from Mane, Salah and Firmino was not there. They have been on a bad run of form, you understand? But I do think this is where they get their win, because Huddersfield, you man are dead, fam, you understand? Another fan base, like another place like Cardiff. Great stadium, great fans, stadium's rocking, but your players are flopping, you understand? And it is what it is. I'm going for a 2-1 Liverpool in this one. And then, obviously, the last game we're going to talk about, because obviously we do the Arsenal-Leicester preview in one preview. So we're going to talk about Everton versus Palace, which is the only game on Sunday. Obviously, we play on Monday, but this is the only game on Sunday. This is the Super Sunday game. 4 o'clock kickoff at Goodison Park. Now, Everton went away last week and got a great victory at Leicester. 2-1 victory. Sigurdsson, fam, you understand? That brother, he's on form right now. He is on fire. He is letting off hella goals, and all his goals are bangers, blood. He missed a penalty in his last game against, I think it was Fulham before they played Palace. But then the goal he got, blood, you understand? Bent it on his left. The goal he got against Leicester, fam. Nah, blood. Nah. Sigurdsson's level still. I can't lie, fam. Sigurdsson is levels, blood. And I'm so happy that when he went Tottenham, he flopped, blood, because this is the potential he has, blood. You understand? When he's got confidence and a manager who believes in him, this is what he does. And obviously, Marco Silva's got Everton playing some great football. Palace, you had a poor performance last weekend, 1-0 defeat at home to Wolves, and I can see you lot holding another L this week. I'm not going to lie. I'm going for a 2-0 Everton. But yeah, you lot let me know your predictions for the weekend. Arsenal-Leicester preview will be dropping either Saturday night or Sunday morning, because obviously we play on Monday, so I ain't got to drop that soon. But you lot already know. Subscribe to TroopzTV. Hit the bet ball link. I'm out.